had two sons. The two sons, Joe and Nick, were very smart and wanted to propose to the king's daughter. Princess Bella announced that she would seek a husband that would best speak for himself. I want a husband now, and one that will present himself well. I don't want one that is a disappointment to me.
Don't worry, honey. We'll find someone for you.
We will hold an audition where everyone who is worthy will come to propose to you. Joe and Nick made their preparations for 8 days. Joe knew the whole Latin dictionary by heart and the city's newspaper for 3 years, both forward and backward. Nick acquainted himself with all the guild articles so he was able to discuss affairs of state. Also, he was clever with his Tinder.
We are going to win the king's daughter.
Here, sons, I give you each these splendid cards. Joe, your card's a Lamborghini, and Nick get a Ferrari. The servants were in the yard, watching as the brothers get into their cars. When they drove, the third brother was. No one counted him as the brother because he wasn't as smart as the other brothers. His name was Claudy Hahn.
Where are you all two all suited up?
To the castle to talk to the princess and to marry us.
Didn't you read the newspaper? Seeing then, I gotta go too. Dad, can I have a card too? I'm not giving. I would like to get married if the princess treats me good. If not, I would still respect her.
That's pathetic. I'm not giving you a card. You don't even know how to talk right. Your brothers are real gentlemen.
Don't be mean to our son. You are not pathetic, honey. Give him a card. He is as good as his brother. Thanks, Mom. Well, if I can't have a fancy new car like my bro, I'll just have to take my bike, and it will be just fine. Yes, you will. Do fine. Be careful, sweetie, and when you come back, I'm sure you'll be married to a princess. I have to go start supper now. So the race was on. Claudy Hahn wasn't able to present himself quite fancy, but still had enough courage to go see the princess. The brothers said not one word. They were thinking really hard of a plan to stop Claudy Hahn. Hey, brothers, I'm right behind you two, and look what I found, a dead crow on the side of the highway.
What are you going to do with that, Claude?
I'm going to show it to the king's daughter. Beautiful princess. Yeah, you do that.
The brothers knew he wasn't any competition, so ahead they went to and left Claudy behind. Then Claudy Hahn tried to keep up with them.
Hey, brothers, look what I found. You never find this on the highway often.
What?
What good is an old wooden shoe that has locks at the top?
Are you going to give me the princess too?
Yes, of course.
The brothers laughed in his face as they rode off. Ha 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 ha. But little Claudy Hahn kept trying to keep up.
Hey, brothers. Hello. I'm getting tired. Hey, look. I found something. Now, what have you found? It's nothing. Just imagining how happy the princess will be when she sees this.
It's just a mud.
Who carries mud in their pocket? I do, and it's the best mud ever. You can't have it.
The brothers drove off and left Claudy Hahn far behind. Then they arrived at the castle an hour before Claudius. They were waiting to receive their audition number and their interview. Okay, listen up, each of you guys. Each of you guys will get a number and talk to the princess, one by one. If any of you do anything that can be considered a threat, you will be thrown out of the castle. You will not be allowed back in. Number 64, you're up. And then it's you, number 65.
Hello, princess. Very nice to meet you.
The bachelor reaches out to shake hands with the princess. She's now disgusting. She sees how disgusting his hands are. They are filled with grease, and then she shrieks. Ew! Won't do, fam. Bachelor 64 sadly walks away.
Hey, baby. Looking fly, Mama Sita. My new song. Here we go. Yo. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Princess marry me and hook me up with a label.
What is this nonsense you're speaking of? You definitely don't get a friend. Bachelor 64 and 65 did ensue. Now the brothers are finally up to see the princess. First is Joe, the smart, intelligent brother.
It's warm in here.
That's because my father is Ghostnut Crow. Joe stood frozen and didn't know what to say to that. One, two, bam! Now Nick is next. It's hella hot in here. We are roasting crow today. I beg your. One, two, bam! Finally, Claudia Hans comes straight in on his bike. Claudia Hans is up next.
Well, this is a scorcher.
That's because my father is roasting crows.
Well, that's strange. We can roast crows?
Yes, we can. We have roasted some as a matter of fact. But do you have any to roast them in?
Yeah, here's cooking with the tin cap.
They are enough for a whole meal. But where will we get that dripping from?
I have that in my pocket. I have plenty to drip along.
Now you're talking. Why do you know the answer to everything? I want you as my husband. Do you know that everything that you said has been written down and will be Elle magazine for everyone to read?
That's cool.
So Claudia Hans became king. He had a wife, a crown, and a throne of his own, and they lived happily ever after.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's more.